Hi, everybody. Hopefully we remember that the definition of absolute value is how far away are we from the origin. So if I said that the absolute value of x equals 7, I think the obvious answer would be that we are 7 away from 0. So you'd want to say that x equals 7. But I don't want you to forget that it could be negative 7 too. So here's my number line, here's 0, there's 7. That's the answer you're saying is correct. I want to remind you always, that there's another answer over here, which is that it is negative 7. That is a distance of 7, and that is a distance of 7. So the answer is x equals negative 7 and 7. So now that you remember that, hopefully, if I gave you a harder problem, let's see if I've loaded one up here. You're like, oh my gosh, that one looks terrifying. Yeah, I get it. Take 2, multiply by a number, subtract 3, take the absolute value of that number, and then try to get 11. So it seems daunting at the beginning, but I have a quick little trick for it, which is that always remember that there's the two answers. There's the positive answer where it equaled 11, and there's the other answer that we have a tendency to forget, which is that it equals negative 11. Okay? And if we do that, we'll be able to set up two different problems, right? 2x minus 3 equals 11, and 2x minus 3 equals 11. One of them is positive, one of them is negative. This one is the hard one to remember to do. Okay, so now that we have them separated and they look just like a regular equation, you're like, oh yeah, I remember my properties of equality say I can add 3 here. I could add 3 here. And I'm going to end up with the 2x equals, you owe somebody $11, you give them back $3, you still owe them $8. 2x equals, well, you have $11, you add $3, you get $14. Other property of equality we might want to use to isolate x is to divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. And now I have two answers. X is negative 4 and x is 7. Ta-da! Now if I graph them, the nice way about setting it up this way so that the negative is over here is that this number will always end up being smaller than that one. And so graphing it on the number line is pretty easy. Negative 4 goes right here. I say I found my point. 7 is right here, and ta-da. Okay, now it is not asking you, this question is not asking you how far away from the origin you are. This question is asking you how can you multiply a number by 2, take away 3 from it, take the absolute value from it, and then make sure that that equals 11. So if you want to check your work, you can just plug those numbers in. So 2 times negative 4 minus 3, take the absolute value of that and check, does it equal 11? Well, let's see. Negative 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, minus 3 is the absolute value of 8. Negative 8 minus 3 equal to 11? Sure it is, because this is the absolute value of negative 11, which we know is 11. Check, I've done it. Now try the other number. So I have 2 times 7 minus 3, take the absolute value of that, and then check, is it equal to 11? So yeah, definitely is. Let's check it out. 14 minus 3 is 11, and the absolute value of 11 is equal to 11. Ta-da!